Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay, I know that it has been, gosh, at least 2 or 3 months since I've put up a video, but actually the reason why I haven't put up a video in a while is the subject of today's video. So this video is called How Not to Get Sick. And I'm also going to include, some tips, some lifestyle tips to help keep you healthy and some natural, safe home remedies to use for when you do get sick. So if you are interested in seeing my tips, tricks, and home remedies, just keep watching. Okay, so to begin, I just want to tell you pretty much why I haven't put up a video in a while. Okay, so it was probably back the very beginning of November. All three of my kids got sick. One got like a nasty virus and they all got it. And they actually got a really bad virus called human parainfluenza virus. I'd never heard of it until my kids got it, but it is a nasty respiratory virus that lasts a good 3 to 4 weeks. And it was just horrible. And my husband was actually away on a work trip the whole time they were sick. So it was just me taking care of all three sick little kids. But here's the thing. I didn't get sick, so that's what gave me the idea to put up this video, because I feel like I have some really good lifestyle tips to implement every single day to help keep your immune system strong, and then I do have some good natural safe home remedies that I use when I'm starting to feel a little run down, like maybe I'm getting sick. So that's what this video is going to be about today. Okay, so I'm going to start with lifestyle tips to do every single day, or what I do every single day to stay healthy, and then I'll go on to some home remedies. So my first lifestyle tip, and I've said this before and I'll probably say it again, is to cut back or eliminate, would be even better, refined sugars from your diet. Now refined sugars are like cane sugar, coconut sugar, brown sugar, molasses, agave, maple syrup, all that kind of stuff. It's so not good for you. And I think that most people really don't even realize how unhealthy sugar is, but I'm here to tell you. So I've heard, and like this is proven, that sugar, one serving of sugar, suppresses your immune system for 4 to 6 hours. And most people consume, like more than one serving of sugar a day, which is just like a teaspoon, which is 4 grams of sugar. So people consume so much sugar, and that completely suppresses their immune system. Like sugar feeds the bad bacteria in your gut, which we're going to talk about soon, and it depletes your body of vitamins and minerals. So it's really not good for you. So I would suggest to slowly cut back on sugar and just see how you feel. Your body will thank you. And you don't have to go from consuming a ton of sugar to having none, because that would be pretty difficult. So just gradually cut back. The World Health Organization actually recommends that people consume no more than 25 grams of sugar a day. So if you can work your way down to that, and then even further down towards 0 grams of sugar a day, that would be best, and you will notice that you will stay healthy longer. Okay, so my first tip was cutting back on sugar. Eliminating it would be even better. Now my second tip is to consume probiotics, like actual probiotic supplements and probiotic rich foods. So the probiotic supplement that I'm currently taking is this. I don't know if you can see. It's called PB Assist by doTERRA. I really like this probiotic, and I alternate between this one and a probiotic from Global Healing Center. They are both really good probiotics. So probiotics are really good because what they do is they help build up the good bacteria in your gut. And I'm sure you've probably all heard that about 70% of your immune system is in your gut. So you want that good, friendly bacteria, working and doing its thing in there. So probiotics are really good for that. And you can also consume probiotic-rich foods. So like sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, which I'm going to talk about soon, kombucha, like all of those have a lot of natural probiotics in them, like any fermented food, even for you plant-based people, tempeh is a natural probiotic as well. So increase the amount of probiotics that you take, and if you're not really eating probiotic rich foods, take a supplement. Now my third tip is to increase the amount of vegetables and fruit that you eat every single day. It actually has been scientifically proven that increasing the amount of vegetables and fruit that you eat will boost your immune system. And I think part of the reason why is because plant foods act as natural prebiotics. So what prebiotics do is they feed the good bacteria in your gut. So they help feed those probiotics, and they just help flush toxins out of your body. So increase the amount of vegetables and fruits that you eat. Now, if you're currently really not eating that many servings of vegetables and fruit every day, don't go from having maybe 1 serving to 7 servings. Just gradually work your way up. Pick a few vegetables that you like, and add that into your diet for 1 week, and then the second week just add more servings. But I think ideally you want to be eating 5 to 7 servings of vegetables every single day and about 2 to 3 servings of fruit. So gradually work your way up to that, and your immune system will thank you as well. It's also really important to exercise. I'm sure you've all heard that as well, but exercising helps boost your immune system. So just, if you could work out for 30 minutes, maybe 5 days a week, your immune system will thank you. I know I've said that a lot, but it will, and that has been proven as well. So, and you don't have to do anything extreme. Like, you can go for a 30-minute walk. You could do a little vinyasa yoga. If you have an elliptical, do your elliptical, or even just dance around and play with your kids. Like, that is going to make a difference. So add some exercise into your life. And also, of course, you want to drink a lot of water, and you want to get a lot of sleep, because both of those will help boost your immune system as well. So I talked about pretty much what I do every day to help keep my immune system strong and healthy. But now I want to share with you a few of the natural remedies I use when I'm starting to feel run down. So, and that actually did happen when my kids were sick. There was one day I kind of was like, okay, I need to start implementing these little tools that I use into my life so that I don't get sick. And it worked, because I didn't get sick. So as soon as I start feeling run down, I grab my essential oils, and I'll get one of these empty veggie capsules. I buy mine at my health food store in the bulk section, and they're really cheap. And I will grab, I use doTERRA. I'm not a wellness advocate, but that's the brand that I know and I trust. So I grab On Guard, which is their protective blend, Melaleuca, oregano, lemon, and peppermint. And I'll put 3 drops of each of those into here, like the little lid comes off. Put the lid back on, and I take that 2 to 3 times a day for the duration of my cold, or whatever. And when my kids were sick, I did it for 5 days, and I swear by this. Like, this in itself, even if I didn't show you guys the rest of the little tools that I use, this makes a huge difference. I mean, each of the oils independently are amazing, but when you put them together, they're like magic. So this little combo that I use is called a cold balm, and it works, and I'm going to link the recipe in the description with this video if you want to try it out for yourself. And just one word of caution about essential oils. I'm just going to put this down. I wouldn't take any random essential oil internally. Like, there's certain brands that you see at Whole Foods or health food stores. I wouldn't use those internally. You want to do your research and find a good brand that you trust that is making therapeutic grade essential oils that you can take internally. So I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, so I make the cold balm. Then what I do is I make roller bottles of various essential oils. So this is actually a cold balm essential oil roller bottle. It has like a little roller, and you can just roll it on and use it topically. So this one again has On Guard, Melaleuca, oregano, lemon, and peppermint. And this is diluted for kids, but I still used it myself. And then you top it off with fractionated coconut oil. And the way I use the cold balm is on myself and on my kids. Like, these tips and everything are child safe or child approved or whatever as well. So you take this cold balm roller bottle, you run it up and down the spine and rub it in. I also rub it on the back of their necks, on the bottom of their feet. And what's so great about this is that it's safe, it's natural, it's nature, and you can use it as often as needed, and there's no nasty side effects. So this is the cold balm, and again, all the recipes will be below. I also made up this one here. It has lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and this is really good for sinus issues. So I would take this roller bottle, rub it, across the bridge of your nose, on your forehead. And I even took it around my kids, when they were sick, around their ears, and just massaged it in to help, you know, with like sinuses and drainage and all that kind of stuff. And I put it around their ears to help prevent ear infections, because that can sometimes happen when they get sinus issues. And I used it on myself as well, and it works really well. And this one smells really good. And then when my kids were sick, I couldn't get out and leave the house, and they had quite a nasty cough. So I contacted a friend of mine, and she made up this cough blend roller bottle, and I rubbed it on their lungs, so on their front and on their back, and it really helps with coughs, and I will link this below as well. And then also for essential oils, diffuse them like crazy throughout the day, like diffusing On Guard. I made the lemon, lavender, and peppermint blend and was diffusing that just like 24/7, just to help get the yucky germs out of the air. All right, so after starting to like slather on essential oils and take them internally, the next thing I always do is make a huge pot of mineral broth. I found an amazing recipe that I will keep forever. I absolutely love it, and I will link it below as well. But essentially it's just a big pot of vegetable broth with a ton of garlic and lemon and even some seaweed in there to get some good iodine. And you just let it simmer for a long time, and you strain off the veggies, and you can just drink the broth. That's what I was doing with my girls, or you can turn it into a vegetable soup. But that broth is just so healing. It is just so good for you, and it's just comforting to drink, you know, like vegetable broth when you're not feeling good. But if I don't make vegetable broth, what I love to make, and is so good for you, is miso soup. So I buy the Miso Masters, because it's organic, miso paste, and I love just making miso soup. Again, it's so comforting. You just want something like cozy when you're not feeling good. And this just happens to be so good for you because it is a probiotic rich food, and my kids love it as well. So organic miso paste, and there's so many varieties. This is just the mellow white miso paste, and I love it so much. Now the next thing I like to do, and I'm actually drinking it right now, and I'm gonna have a little sip, is I make some ginger lemon cayenne tea. And I know that probably does not sound good at all, but I just buy fresh ginger. I buy big packages of it, and this is organic, so you don't have to peel it. But if your ginger is not organic, just peel it. I grate it in to like whatever cup I'm going to be using. I add some boiling water, and I put the lid on for this, and I let it steep for about 10 minutes. Excuse me, I should drink more of this. And then all I do is I'll put a little like cool filtered water on top. I'll squeeze in some fresh lemon juice. I'll shake, honest to goodness, some cayenne. What I do is I go like maybe 4 little shakes of cayenne into it. And the reason I add cayenne, because it is so good for you. It's anti-inflammatory, and if you have any throat issues going on, this is going to clear it up like crazy. And it's really good for like respiratory issues as well. Like, trust me, this is going to clear up anything. And to sweeten it up a little bit, I'll just add some liquid stevia, and I drink this throughout the day, and I absolutely love it. Like, I'm not sick right now, and I'm drinking it anyway, so I love it, and I will link the little recipe below. It's pretty simple. I'm sure you guys probably all make something similar to this as well. Now, speaking of cayenne, like I was just showing you, if I ever get a sore throat, you know, you hear a lot to make like a sea salt water mixture and gargle it, and I do that, but I'll add cayenne to that as well and gargle it, and I swear to you, this works like a charm. Cayenne is magical. Just be careful, you know, you don't want to put in a little too much because obviously it's spicy, but this works so well, so definitely try that out. Now, another thing that I like to do when I'm not feeling good is increase the amount of vitamin C that I'm consuming. So pretty much in my diet, I eat a ton of vegetables and fruit, which are naturally high in vitamin C, but I still want to increase the amount that I'm consuming. So I have this ascorbic acid powder, and I typically take 1 scoop of it, which is 1,000 milligrams a day. I do that on a daily basis. But when I'm not feeling good, I will increase, you know, to about 4,000 milligrams of ascorbic acid, vitamin C per day. And that helps a lot as well. Like, I mean, there have been times I've just used ascorbic acid and I've knocked out colds in like a day or two. So this stuff is pretty magical. Now, another thing, you know, I wasn't really thinking that this good stuff here helps me stay healthy. But here's the thing, okay, and I'm gonna do a whole separate video, but I take apple cider vinegar before I eat, like 3 to 4 times a day, depending on how many meals I'm eating. I take a tablespoon and about 8 ounces of water, and I drink that before I eat because it helps with digestion. I think I have low stomach acid, and like I said, that's gonna be a whole separate video. And I use apple cider vinegar because it works for that. But then I was thinking, you know, like, I bet this stuff is part of the reason why I stay so healthy. And I did a little research, and it turns out that apple cider vinegar naturally kills viruses and bacteria. So just take like a tablespoon in some water, sweeten it with a little bit of stevia if you think it tastes nasty, and drink that like once a day or more, and it'll help keep you healthy as well. And I also think this is the last thing here. I will take some colloidal silver as well. I just put a little bit in. It says on the side of the container how much to take for adults and children, not to take it for more than 2 weeks, but I use this, and again, it helps me feel better. And there's my bra strap. All right, so there, I'm still drinking this. There were my lifestyle tips for keeping your immune system strong, and a few of the home remedies that I use when I'm starting to feel run down. And again, some of these I use with my kids, like the roller bottles and increasing vitamin C and drinking miso soup and vegetable broth. So this stuff is good for the entire family. When you're starting to feel sick, just try some of these tips and tricks that I shared here, and please let me know what you think in the comments, or if you have any other tips that you'd like to share with us, because that's always welcome. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.